What's going on? How's it hanging? How's it happen? You guys know who this is. Kev from the Chord Progression Podcast. Hey, everybody. Guess what? More When We Were Hungry fun is happening right now because there was a band that won the Battle of the Bands competition for a spot when we were hungry. And I thought, well, shit, how about we bring them on the podcast? Oh my God, you guys are in for one hell of an adventure today. Trust me on that. You guys are going to love this one. Before we get started on that, though, I do want to thank support for this podcast. So first, Manscaped, that's right. The best care for your boys down there. Manscaped has you covered. So yes, we're in October. Spooky season, you bitches. That's however they say it. And the last thing you want to do is be scared by your bush down there. Yeah, you want to make sure that, you know, your bush isn't wild and crazy and looks like the hair from the guy on his channel that goes, aliens. You don't want that looking down there. You don't want to look like, you got like, you know, the Jerry curl perm going on down there. You just don't want to do it because that's going to be like, what's going on? Taking care of that thing down there. So you want to make sure it's groomed right. You want to make sure it's groomed proper and make sure it looks good so that when you look down there and yeah, those other people look down there and be like, oh, hello. So best way to do that is get their Lawnmower 4.0 from Manscaped. Yes, it is Manscaped's state-of-the-art shaver for your boys down there to get you the best shave possible, help you groom possible. Ooh, yeah. So what does it help you do? It helps you, groom yourself down there with advanced skin-safe technology. So when you're getting close, you're not getting those little nick cuts. You don't want to get any of those. It also has a 4K LED light so you guys can see what you're doing down there when you're mowing that lawn. On top of that, say you're in the shower and you're doing it. Oh, shoot, it's waterproof. Yeah, best shaver around there. So you want to go get one for yourself to make sure your bush is not scaring anyone, especially yourself, this spooky season. So best way to do that, go to manscaped.com. Get yourself a Lawnmower 4.0 and use the code CPP to get 20% and free shipping at checkout. Oh, yeah. You guys know we are all sponsoring the When We Were Hungry Music Festival. And my God, this is like the coolest thing ever. I mean, we've had Will Mel on the podcast. Memes and Dreams, Pancakes in the Pit. I mean, we talked about this podcast on a podcast back in April with them. And since then, so many great bands that are on the lineup for When We Were Hungry are coming to the podcast. I mean, straight up, we've got, let's see what we have here. We have Outlier, Modern Day Escape, Saving Vice, Palisades, Along Came a Spider. Who the heck am I missing now? I know I'm missing somebody. Varsity, that's who I'm missing, Varsity. Secondhand Serenade, The Medic Droid, the original for Skylar Drive, Tickle Me Pink. And this Battle of the Bands winner right here. Oh, yeah, you're not going to miss out on any of this, especially if you listen to this podcast. So go and get your tickets right now as long as they haven't sold out yet. So go to whenwewerehungryfestival.com, link description of the podcast, go get your tickets right now. Make sure you're there for both days. Pancakes in the Pit. Trust me, after this podcast, you're going to know what Pancakes in the Pit means. Now to our feature presentation. So this is a band called Forever for Now from Texas. They are the winners of the Battle of the Bands competition to play the When We Were Hungry Festival. Now, I was not expecting this to happen during this podcast. Opening up by asking, kind of the story about what happened during the Battle of the Bands. This band goes from like, okay, this band's pretty cool to like, you've heard our podcast with crazy bands that are energetic, fun as all hell, and just we come up with the most funny stuff. Bands like Avoid. Bands like Modern Day Escape. These bands make me laugh hysterically whenever they're on the podcast. Forever for Now. All right, so throw Patient 67 in there as well because, you guys like good old Tiffany. But this one, oh my God. If there's going to be a band that sets the tone for the absolute insanity that's going to happen and We Were Hungry, this band is it. So please give a warm welcome to the Battle of the Bands winner. Forever for Now, we have Joseph, Ryan, and Jared on the podcast today. They're going to probably beat me up at the show for messing up their names right there, but this is one of my favorite episodes, I think, of all time, guys. The hype is so real for this one. Their computer crashed during the episode. Twice. But let's have some fun. Are you ready? Let's go! Yeah! Well, ladies and boys and girls, listeners of the Chord Progression Podcast, you know we have been very, very big staunch supporters and also sponsoring the When We Were Hungry Festival pretty much since its like inception. We've been bringing on so many different bands from the festival to basically get you guys pumped up for the festival, and like that to get you to know those bands a little bit more if you don't know them. This is going to be one of those bands that you're definitely going to want to know, because after listening to their music, I'm like, this is a set that, you know, you're not going to find me anywhere but the pit for. Like, I'm going to be going nuts for their set. This band was the winner of the When We Were Hungry Festival Battle of the Bands. They will be playing on day 2 of the festival, so don't miss on that. So please welcome Jared, Ryan, and Joseph from the band Forever for Now the podcast. So gentlemen, welcome to the Chord Progression Podcast.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for having us, man.
Thanks for being on, guys. How is everything going in your world as of late? And again, congratulations on winning the Battle of the Bands contest, because, my God, you guys must have come and brought it, because that music that I've heard of yours,
it was fun for sure. I mean, that show, that Battle of the Bands show, was probably like one of the best we've played so far. So it was definitely pretty fun. Yeah.
The most, like, probably the best that we've ever played. And it was just a blast, honestly. Like, I loved it. I had fun, and even though I had to do a back-to-back set, but it was still fun. So yeah.
You did, yeah.
All right, so first, walk me through this whole entire thing, especially because I know there's a lot of people that are attending the We Are Hungry Festival. They're going to be like, okay, how did this all go down? So first up, how did you guys get to be a part of this whole entire Battle of the Bands competition? Because I know it wasn't like the biggest thing in terms of, like, you know, they didn't have like this massive, you know, Twitch style competition like the Denny Presents festivals have been having. I think it was just localized to Texas. So like, how did this all like happen for you guys to getting on the Battle of the Bands? And then you guys saying that this was like the best set you ever played. How did that whole entire thing turn out? Because if it's the best set you ever played, then I mean, you're reaping the rewards of it by being on this festival. So how did this all go down?
I guess like it's a funny story, but I guess in July, I remember just like hearing like, oh, someone's looking for bands to play a specific show, and I was like, well, maybe. Well, I don't know. So I kind of just like brushed it off as I'm just making ramen, and the next thing you know, 10 minutes later, a good friend of ours who's now our manager messaged me saying, hey, would you be down to play in a Battle of the Bands for a chance to play at When We Were Hungry in Vegas? And I'm just like, yeah, I'm down. Like, that would be super cool. Yeah. And I texted the whole band, and they were like, yeah, let's do it. I mean, yeah, let's give it a shot. And, you know, like, hey, like, if we win, that'll be so cool. Oh my God, what if we won? And we're just like making like hypothetical scenarios in our head, and like being like, oh, like this would be so cool, and like get to open up for like all these amazing bands. And then I remember just telling my friend Jonah, like, hey, like, yeah, we'll do it. And said, oh, message this guy. And then next thing you know, we got on it, and it was like, I guess like after I figured out like, oh, this is something pretty big, because at first I don't know if I mentioned it just now, but it didn't click to me that it was When We Were Hungry in Las Vegas. And like I thought it was just some kind of like Texas kind of thing, and then I was like, oh, whoa, yeah, okay, whoa, all right, a lot of stress is
we saw all the bands, and we were like, oh my God, like, shit, okay.
And then next thing you know, yeah, we were practicing a lot, and then we kind of had to put some stuff on hold because we are actually trying to record some new material, but we're like, okay, let's get down to business. And in a way, it just didn't click to me, because I was like, hey, let's make this show bigger and more exciting. Like let's just make it like a badass concert. So what I decided to do is I decided to make an ad at a Denny's. At the Denny's. Yeah. So I made an ad at a Denny's. And I remember just because it clicked to me just out of nowhere. It's like 7 p.m. and I'm like trying to get a hold of these guys, like, hey, are you guys free right now? And Joseph was like, I'm a little busy. And Ryan's like, I'm with my mom. I'm like, Dude, okay, Ryan, I love your mom, but can you like ditch her for like the rest of the night?
I said, Mom, I gotta drop you off. I got some stuff to do right now.
Yeah, and let's go to a Denny's, like to the nearest Denny's, and let's record there. And then, of course, we walked in, and I honestly thought we were gonna get kicked out because there was a point when I started slamming the freaking menu, like, what is up, Denny's? And because I was being disruptive, but then, but there wasn't that many people in there, so they're just chilling, and they kind of were like looking at us like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
And then it was that ad was fun, and the food was good, but then my syrup bottle kept on like not pouring any syrup out. I got irrelevant, but still. And then at the end of it all, I guess like I was just like, hey, I guess, to get more people more excited to come out, like, go, vote for us, blah, blah. And I said, hey, guys, what if I just took y'all to a Denny's in Vegas? This could be us. Hey, Vegas, let's go out. Let's have some fun. And I Naruto run away from the freaking thing. I don't know why I did that. And I don't know why I did that. Well, like, because it was either I do a backflip and with pancakes in my hand and they like flow everywhere, or I start hardcore dancing in the parking lot. But I was like, I'm just gonna run because I'm too tired for this.
Yeah, so you're so tired, so you ran. It's like you just had to run.
Run. And then I know I'm just rambling. But to answer the next question, since this was the best set we ever played, to me it was just like, our backtracks didn't mess up. We sounded great. My guitar bot just came in right on time, and everything was set up just perfectly. And I was a little scared for Joseph's drums because there was no carpet, but everything was great. And Ryan's mic didn't cut out at all, and we could hear our backtracks and decent crowd. First time we'd ever did a wall of death, and that was
pretty cool.
That was unreal.
That was pretty dope.
Yeah, it was a little unreal, and we this is kind of like, I guess we're gonna reveal it, but whoever doesn't listen, they will know our secret. But we have Will Smith in our backtracks, and we have some Will Smith snippets in one of the songs, and pretty much before the Wall of Death. Keep my wife's name.
You're not supposed to say it. You're not supposed to say it.
But
no, it's okay. But you gotta be there,
you just have to be there to see it. But or just witness it. But hey, the best thing is that you guys won't know what song it is until you're there. So there you go. True. Anyways, that's enough of me talking.
So hopefully that answers your question for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll put it this way: a couple of things. One, the rambling on about the absolute hilarity behind that. I am all for it. I mean, this is a fucking podcast. This isn't some sort of like network TV interview. You get like 5 minutes and that's it. Hell no. I want to know the wacky fucked up story about you thinking like, oh shit, we got to record this whole entire promo thing in a goddamn Denny's, and we got to do this time. It's gonna be like. What like kind of also probably low budget at the same point too, because I ended up watching it after I saw you guys won. I'm just like, these guys did a fucking promo in a goddamn Denny's. How perfect is that?
It was great. Great.
Okay, what kind of makes it more funnier is that the day of the Battle of the Bands, I kind of thought to myself, what if I just showed up with with pancakes from Denny's? So what I did was I actually told the promoter, I said, hey man, or because he was like saying, hey, like is anyone down to like buy like pancakes for the just for the bands or like to throw it into the crowd? I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna buy I'm gonna buy. I think I bought around 4 dozen pancakes. I bought 4 dozen pancakes, but it was funny because I actually had a promo, like I guess like a coupon code, and what made it even better, the reason why I did 4 dozen is because my total came out to $69.69.
Like, this is perfect.
I was ordering it. I ordered it on the website. I was like, all right, and then I'm like, total. It's a total. 69, 60. I'm like, this is the great. Okay, 4 dozen. I have to get it. And I rolled up to the fucking venue. I'm like, hey, I have 4 dozen. You bought 4 dozen pancakes, bro. I said only buy like 2 dozen. No, 4 dozen. Hey, we gotta give some to the crowd because what the fuck is up, Denny?
Yeah.
And and I surprised these guys with it. And when I remember going up to the Denny's too, and then they were saying, so what you got going on tonight? And I said, a concert. Is everyone gonna eat like the pancakes?
Something like that.
We're just gonna have people just like hardcore dance and like
slap each other.
Yeah, but it was funny because I remember the old lady at the Denny's, the manager. She was like, hardcore dancing. Like, well, do you mean like people spinning on their heads? I'm like, sure, yeah, sure,
exactly.
Whatever you think. Yeah.
Margaret from Denny's at Ingram, you're a real one.
You're a real one. Shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy at Denny's. Yeah. Throw it down.
But still, that is an absolute sign that you guys have to, do this, because if it came up to 69-69, like, come on. That's an absolute sign of this. Plus, it's the When We Were Hungry Fest Battle of the Bands. Hashtag Pancakes in the Pit has been going around since the inception of the idea of the festival. Since the first iteration, not even just the first like actual part of the lineup being released, but like the first like fun like meme lineup that came out like the first day after like once they actually made like the page and whatnot for it. Yeah. Literally, this is the whole entire premise behind it. They've been trying to get Denny's to be a sponsor for this thing pretty much since day one. And when they went to Vegas to look for venues, they literally went to the Denny's on the strip to figure this all out. Like, this is all part of it, and you guys just took this and just ran with it. That's the best part about it, is you took the opportunity, you took the whole entire fun aspect of it, the whole entire like DIY aspect, like, we're just gonna have fun doing this. This is our thing. Let's just enjoy and let's make people have a good time and remember it. You guys ran with it, and that's one of the major reasons that I would also assume, outside of the fact that you guys absolutely killed it during your set, as to why people are like, okay, this is the band that's gonna win. This is the band that we want to go on and play at the We Were Hungry Fest, because not only do they sound absolutely fucking fantastic, but they took it to a whole nother level in terms of the live show aspect and crowd participation by having them have pancakes in the pit. You guys made it a reality already.
Literally. Yeah.
Oh, rip my bank account, but yeah.
Worth it.
It was worth it.
Worth it. Yeah.
Definitely worth it.
Definitely.
Yeah. God, sorry. I still like wonder to, like, it still runs in my head, like I just go like, wow, I actually really did that. Why?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
We saw that opportunity and we said, you know what? Let's get some fucking pancakes. Let's make it happen.
Exactly.
Might as well.
Yeah. No, it was a little unreal, and still to this day, like, I would still look back at some of the videos of like what people recorded, and I'm just like, nice.
Yeah,
I'm happy.
It came out really cool.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, I mean, that's just going to be something that people are going to be able to, like, especially now that you guys have been announced as the winners, the fact that you guys are going to be playing at the festival, people are going to get a chance to actually take a look at, your social media accounts and see some of this stuff. They're going to be able to see the videos that you guys have posted from the fans of you guys playing the festival, see the videos you guys, like, literally throwing pancakes in the pit, and, of course, going back and watching the promo video for your guys' performance at Denny's.
Yeah.
And it's like, again, here's the thing I think about it. People are going to, especially people at the festival that are going to be attending, people are going to take a look at that stuff, and they're going to see that you guys are taking this festival in the most unserious, serious manner possible, where you're taking this seriously, but the whole premonition of the festival is like, this is just all for fun. We're just doing this because we want to do this. And you guys are just rolling with everything around there. That is the whole entire key, which makes music fun. It's the whole entire thing that makes a live show fun. I mean, the bands that you like going to see the most are the ones that incorporate the crowd the most and have the most amount of fun and bring that kind of energy. You guys literally did that from the get-go with 4 dozen pancakes. And once you put those out there, it's like, okay, these guys know what the hell's going on. It's on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
literally.
Pretty much.
We got pancakes, bro.
We got pancakes.
And another funny thing I kind of didn't really realize, Joseph brought this up, but so I also said it in the because it's kind of like a running like joke with like me and like a few friends, like close friends. they would always, because I have naturally curly hair, and I said, I just said it just out of the blue. I didn't I don't know why I still even left it in the video. And I remember just eating celery, and I'm just like, all right, if we win, I'll do a curly hair reveal because no one has ever seen my hair curly before. And then, and dude, okay, so this was the weirdest part of that night. There were a few people that were like, oh, like, okay, it was cool, like you guys came out, but there were some people that were like, I kind of want to see your hair like curly now. And then, what was funny, I actually had a friend from my job can't come out, and he was telling people like just like kind of like being stupid, and he was telling people like, yeah, he has nice hair. I mean, imagine if it was curly. It makes you want to pull it. You know what I mean?
I just want to pull his fucking hair.
Yeah, like, don't you want to pull that hair? Yeah, and I guess it was just like, wow. And even then too, there were some people that were saying like, oh yeah, like you should rock the curly. I'm like, you've never seen it, but and then I guess when we were told like we won, I was like, well, I guess that promise I made on TikTok that's going down the drain because I had a thing on my bio saying curly hair reveal at 1 million followers, which I know is probably not gonna happen. So that was the thing, and it's like, and then once I saw it, a part of it was like, yay! And then it was like, now curly hair reveal time, and I'm like, god damn it. But and then yeah, and I'm every day I'm like, I kind of like it, but there are times with this annoying human he is like,
oh yeah, you just kind of ran with Texas. At this point, yeah, you just kind of ran with it in Texas, yeah, hot as fuck. So yeah.
Anyways, I gotta stop talking. I'm talking over y'all. We need drummers to like get like more.
You need to get these drummers out here.
Yeah, like and like it's like the meme of like. Behind every photo of a band, it will always be the drummer and never makes it into a picture. So Joseph, you get out here, get close, share your experience. Yeah, I'm being silly. I'm sorry.
I'll say he's just being quiet because you know what's gonna happen once October 21st rolls around. You guys are playing We Hungry Fest. He's gonna stop in the middle of the set, and you guys are looking at him. What the hell's going on? He's just gonna go right up to the front of the stage with a big giant stack of pancakes and just start making it rain.
Yeah,
actually not bad.
Oh yeah,
that's not a.
You know what? We got a new plan for you, buddy.
We got a new plan.
Wow, you open a wall of death, dude.
Yeah,
the
wall of death is opening up.
While you open a wall of death, and you basically go to the Will Smith cutaway, and then right after he ends, you just go black, and then everyone just boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds
exactly. That sounds dope.
We also have a few surprises along that we're actually this is actually what we can't tell. We actually have a good amount of surprises for our set when we were hungry. So if anyone's listening, you really don't want to miss the surprise that we're gonna do. So
it's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be
for sure.
Yeah. It's gonna be much more rowdier than the 4 dozen pancakes. I'm just gonna say that.
Are we talking 16 dozen pancakes now? Are we going 4 dozen squared? Like, come on, I need this.
Oh fuck.
Well, this is what I can reveal. Just bacon and eggs. That's it. Just bacon and eggs.
If you like bacon and eggs, be there.
Yeah,
be at our set. We're gonna throw it down.
Especially deviled eggs and and pancakes. That's all I'm gonna leave it at.
Alrighty, so you know what's gonna happen. You guys get that wall of death going. Everyone's gonna be split in the middle, and then you're gonna see some dumbass walk into the middle with a plate of pancakes, eggs, and bacon, and just eat it, looking around, wondering what's going on. Even though I've been in the pit the whole entire time, that's gonna be me. And all of a sudden, I'm just gonna hear the Will Smith coming. I'm just gonna take the plate, throw it in the air, and boom.
And honestly, I'm gonna buy the original. I'm gonna buy the OG Grand Slam. Just give it to you. Just be like, hey, just walk it. As this wall that's happening. Just, here you go.
I'll be like, thank you, sir. And then I start going. Oh shit.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. I can't wait to see that.
It's gonna be dope.
As soon as that black comes in.
As soon as that black.
As as soon as the black comes in, that's when the Grand Slam goes in the air, and that's when I got people coming from to the left of me, people come from the right of me, and I just gotta decide which way is my shoulder going. Is it going to the right? Is it
You
going
realize
to the
you
left?
are the
Which way? I don't know.
Yeah.
Grand Slam.
Grand Slam, baby.
I will literally make it the Denny's Grand Slam, and then after the whole show is over, you know what we gotta do? We gotta go to Denny's and actually get a Grand Slam.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes,
Of
exactly.
course.
Yes.
That's a must.
I'll probably show up to the after party with like 420 dozen. And I'll open my tab will be like at 420, but if it's like no, if you gotta pay like 6,900 or 690
We're not even.
Math is hard, guys.
I hate math.
No, you'll get away with buying all those pancakes for $429.69. That's how it's gonna go down.
Yeah.
Yes,
Let's do that.
exactly.
There you go.
I'm down to do that. That sounds even more. That sounds better.
That sounds dope.
And then everyone afterwards like, who the fuck brought all these pancakes? We did.
Yeah. Whatever for now.
These guys.
You know.
Well, and also just taking a look at like kind of especially. Did I have it pulled up though? Did I get rid of it? No, I didn't. I have the whole entire like lineup pulled up. Of course, they haven't come out with the times yet, but like taking a look at lineup, I'm like, you guys are probably gonna be one of the ones that are gonna be opening up that show on that Friday. So you guys are gonna set the tone for so many other bands that are gonna be on that day. That include, of course, the headliner, which we're gonna all be singing and crying to a secondhand serenade, but you're gonna be setting the stage for like the original Skylar Drive lineup. You're gonna be setting the stage for Will and Modern Day Escape, because I know they're gonna go absolutely crazy. But the fact of the matter is if you guys are gonna start out that way, it's like, can they top you? Like that's gonna be a main question I'm gonna have, because I know those guys are absolutely insane and ridiculous. But if you guys come out with the whole entire pancakes, eggs, bacon, give me a Denny's Grand Slam to walk in the middle of the wall of death looking like I don't know what's going on, and then throw it in the air and then it just hit somebody, I mean, what are they going to do? And then you said there's other surprises too on top of there. I don't even know what the hell else to expect, but I mean, Modern Day Escape, I know those guys are hysterical, but are they be able to top you with all those surprises and with that knowledge that we have already? Man, I don't know.
Yeah. It's gonna. So I'm thinking about our surprise. I'm like, yeah, this is probably the most bravest thing we're going to do.
We're definitely gonna. It's definitely gonna be a step up. So we're gonna set the bar kind of high. Sorry, but like. We need to make an impact, we got to represent Texas, so yeah.
Yeah, oh man, when they say everything's bigger in Texas, especially the breakdowns.
The breakdowns.
Yeah, and
we love breakdowns.
We slam harder. We got grand slams. We got grand slams everywhere. I blame TikTok, man.
TikTok.
I love it, but it's just like I feel like ever since I got involved, I'm like, God damn it! Like I don't know. I need to. I'm gonna start sounding like a wannabe like trendy guy, but I don't want to be crazy about it.
It's good. It's gonna be fun, guys. That's all.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be insane. And grand slams everywhere. Just know that pancakes, grand slams, and bacon and eggs. Just know that bacon and eggs.
Deviled eggs.
Bacon, yeah. Nothing in between a man and his bacon.
Oh, you can't. You can't. I mean, I can't remember what bar rescue episode it was, but John Tapper made a bacon bar, and I think he said something like 36% of men prefer bacon over sex. I'm like, in America, that does make a lot of sense.
That's fucking accurate.
Why is that so accurate? Why don't I disagree with that?
It's like, women, not bacon. Bacon over women.
Literally, yes.
Oh man, now I want some bacon now.
I'm making you guys hungry, but that's the whole entire part of the festival. It's when we were hungry, so we're getting into the full mindset right here. We're doing
exactly.
it.
Yes.
I do want to bring this to a point though, make this a point because again, I've talked with many bands on this podcast. I've seen many bands live before. And it's always, especially the bands that are like the openers, it's always, you always want to prep everyone in terms of like, what's coming later. You want to be like that primer. But also, if you guys are going to set the bar that high for something like this, I mean, that could make your, like, again, going all out for this one, it makes so much sense with the amount of people that are going to be there, with the amount of bands that are on that lineup as well, because you never know exactly, you know, you guys are going to go on, who the heck's going to be on the side stage watching you guys perform and want to see what you guys have to put out there. And the energy that you guys are talking with right now, the energy that you guys are bringing to this whole entire interview, and just all the crazy ideas that you have, I want you to execute on, because as you were talking about some, like, what's a band that's done this, like, or is doing this currently, and, like, just seeing how people are reacting to them, are you guys going to be able to take it off like that? And I'm like, you guys have the potential to kind of have a little bit of this, like, connection with one of my favorite bands, Avoid. They're fucking hysterical.
Oh, yeah.
They're fucking crazy. And your guys' energy on this podcast right now, the way you're talking about this stuff, and even like the crazy video, you know, promoting the ballad bands in the Denny's parking lot, or in the Denny's and the parking lot, I'm thinking, yeah, that's something that Avoid definitely would like do just for the fuck of it. And you guys are just doing this because why the fuck not? The opportunity's there. Let's do something fun.
Yeah.
Roll with that, because next thing you know, all of a sudden, I'm going to be all of a sudden seeing Avoid go on a headline run in 2023 and be like, oh, fuck yeah, I get to see Avoid. Forever For Now is on the lineup as the opener. This is going to be one of the funniest fucking tours I ever see come through. And there is no way in hell I'm going to want to miss it, because all of a sudden it's going to be like, all right, you guys go on, do something crazy. And it's just like, okay, what's Avoid going to do? They're going to be trying out crazy, you guys. But the fact of the matter is that show's going to be wild, hysterical, fun, heavy. Doesn't matter. All I know is it's going to be a great fucking time. So the mindset you guys have, the energy you guys have, keep running with it, keep bringing it, because this is like one hell of an opportunity for you guys to really take like that next step with something like this. So go and do it. Go all out. Give me that fucking Grand Slam so I can go in the pit and potentially hear, this is the Grand Slam.
Yeah.
We're gonna like pull out our 12-string guitars.
Oh god.
And just or now I'll just buy Jared Dines' 20-string guitar and just, you know,
just play as low as you can. Just get all them deep chunks and chugs in there and you're good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Yeah.
Sounds fun.
So dive a little bit more of the festival for you guys, because I mean, you guys are gonna be there. I know for day 2. I don't know if you guys are gonna be there for day 1 as well, but if you guys are, fuck yeah, then we can throw it down in the pit even together, have a blast. However, with all the bands that are on the line, I've been asking everyone that's been on the podcast that's going to be at the festival. With all the bands that are on the lineup right now, what bands are the ones that you guys are also excited to go watch and see perform? Because I know there's got to be something you guys are excited to go see.
Who wants to go? You
go first.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll go down the line.
Okay. Well. Okay. So. Okay. If she's listening. I Set to Kill. So I love I Set to Kill growing up. They're amazing, fantastic. The singer has a really beautiful voice, and if they play Lost and Forgotten, I would cry my eyes out because I love that song. And okay, so another thing too, oh god. Okay, so when I was 14, of course we all have celebrity crushes. I was like, oh well, you know what I mean?
You're already in too deep, Jerry.
Okay. So Alisana is a great band. I love them. I would cry to them. Secondhand Serenade, because you know, tonight will be the night I will fall for you.
Like any not kind.
Yeah.
Really quick, just to backtrack a bit. When we were doing a mic check at the Battle of the Bands, I remember just like going like, "What's up, Denny?" And also, I guess my mic wasn't on. I was like just casually saying, "Tonight will be the night I will," and all I hear is like my high pitched like weird voice. So, but yeah, no. Secondhand Serenade. What's that other?
Palisades.
Palisades. Palisades. Palisades is definitely the band that really inspired me to really start doing more of this music, and man, that song My Consequences, it's amazing. If I hear that live, I would definitely just walk in with the Grand Slam and just start moshing with the Grand Slam. So yeah, Palisades, I Set to Kill, and Alisana for sure. For me.
Nice.
Anyways, now you have turn.
Basically, what he said. Also, the Bunny and the Bear.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Funny the Bear.
Yep. Dang it. modern day Escape, of course, just because.
Yeah.
OG A Skylit Drive is definitely something I've been wanting to see for a while.
Yeah.
That's like, whoa, wow. That's
nostalgia a little bit.
Nostalgia. Yeah, nostalgia for sure. And
Wires and Conception. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just like old school. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the lineup is just too beautiful.
Yeah.
And fucking Dropout Kings. I actually really like their music a lot. And they're I just love their energy too. And even though like they're probably that first band I remember just hearing like, all right, I can get down with this. I love it. Because it was very different to me when I heard it. And then I was like, oh, that breakdown. Oh.
Yeah.
So yeah, Dropout Kings. Anyways.
All right. Well, yeah.
We're not the same.
But yeah, it's basically the same. I mean, Secondhand Serenade, of course. I mean, that's like a first for me. That's a given. Palisades for sure for me. Alisana. Also, well, I actually kind of forgot that a skillet drive was going to be there.
Did
so I was like, a skillet.
Wow.
Shit. Yeah. The fact that they're going to be there, that's pretty dope. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see them for sure. And yeah, My Consequences is probably like my favorite song. So I'm going to get down.
If they play anything, I mean, I'm not sure if they would because I know they recorded it with their older vocalist. The Mind Games album, if they play whatever you want it to be, I will start crying. That's actually my favorite song by Palisades. Nice. And it's so hype, it's so badass. And I love the little dance drop that they do. And just that song to me just pretty much, what's it called? Not resembles, but it was pretty much my anthem from my high school, like my high school life. So I just love that. So I will start crying. So Palisades, please play it. And if you guys don't, I will still cry. But My Consequences, I'll still.
I may just have to reach out to Brandon and talk to him about that because I have had Brandon from Palisades on the podcast before. We talked about, especially because they were coming up to their Reaching Hypercritical album. I saw them play live here in Milwaukee like in June, and then him and I were like sitting at the bar drinking after the show. And then the rest of the band was there. The Funeral Portrait was also there as well. So like we were talking about all this stuff. So, and I know even from the podcast too, like even though like the new album Reaching Hypercritical, that's all Brandon, but like everything else with their previous singer. There's no bad blood between them and their previous singer. Like it was just a time in life. Just that's what happened. They were all at a wedding like 3 weeks before I recorded that interview with them, and he's like, "Yeah, we were all there and we were all just hanging out, having a good time. Like it was fine." So you very well could hear those songs. You're probably gonna hear a lot more off the new album, but you very well could hear some of those older songs as well from Palisades. And we can just do the whole entire Grand Slam in the pit once again because that just sounds like a fun time. Because I'll end up watching their set. I can't not watch Palisades.
Exactly.
And then the original Skylit Drive lineup. Yeah, those guys like the podcast review some like the day we record this. God, because I talked with Joey, their guitarist. He's one of the funniest motherfuckers I've ever met in my entire life. His stories are like legends. So if you guys get a chance to like hang out, chill with them, definitely do it because they're oh dear God, stories about. Partying with Ali Sykes, mostly partying with his dad though. Like,
oh,
dang, okay,
that sounds amazing.
That sounds
great. Yeah, it was absolutely ridiculous. So you guys get a chance to see that, and I might end up trying to send all those just take little snippets from this podcast and send them out to all those bands so that Sorry, Jared, but your crush might end up from 14 years old might end up hearing about you.
It's okay. I'm gonna own up to it, and it's okay. And look, all I just ask for is a hi and a selfie. That's it. A hi and a selfie, and yeah, that's it. That's all I ask for. And
she could slap him with a pancake for all we
Yes, I with a pancake.
That's with the selfie. He'll be like this, and then just slap him with a pancake. And
yeah,
like, greatest selfie ever.
Please do it.
He's into that.
Stop.
Just hit me right there with a pancake. I need it.
just do it. Just do it. And yeah.
I'll say, hopefully with I Set to Kill, hopefully they're staying for Friday as well. So all of a sudden, as they hear all this stuff, it's like, okay, now we got to go and see Forever for Now play their set. And you never know. They might end up coming and like literally bombing your set while you guys are playing on stage with pancakes and start throwing them out to the crowd.
Please do it. I will start crying on stage, actually.
No.
In tears of joy.
Honestly.
Just full on unclean vocals, tears of joy, just going full on for it.
Hell yeah.
Ryan, start
We're
crying
ready.
right now. Just while you scream, just start crying.
Or just high pitch it, bro. Just.
Yeah, instead of just, so, and then after the end, sorry guys, just went through puberty on stage. My bad.
My puberty just fucking happened again. You know? My adult puberty happened.
Hey guys, want to play some baseball? Drop the boost.
Yeah.
Something else dropped besides the bass there, let me tell you.
Yes.
I'll tell you what.
Oh man, the Grand Slam slaps harder than Will Smith. Am I right?
I mean, if you get that selfie with I Set to Kill of getting yourself slapped in the face with a pancake, that could literally be the caption. The Grand Slam.
Right. Yeah.
Honestly,
Well, I'm down for it. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
actually genuinely down
perfect.
for it.
Please.
Hey, then you get closer to that curly hair reveal 1 million followers on TikTok type thing with that. That could be something. I mean, who doesn't want to watch someone getting slapped in the face with food? It's funny.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
true.
It's like the tortilla challenge when like people are like slapping tortilla. But except we'll be pancakes, But the thing is, I won't be hitting her because I'm a gentleman, so she can just go all out with me, like
Beat my ass. Just beat my ass. Just beat my ass. I don't
grand
care.
slam it,
Just grand slam me with pancakes. I need it.
Literally, yeah.
But no, I'm actually genuinely down for it, and I really do think that it could be like a next big meme thing of like, with me with curly hair and bam, and I will definitely make the most disturbed, disgusted face more hardcore than Chris Rock. So yeah.
Then you just gotta be on stage. Just go. Well, she just slapped the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're listening, actually do it while we're performing. That would actually be perfect. And we can just stop the whole set and then literally, right? And I'll just grab the mic and be like, you just slapped the shit out of me.
No, and then that's when you go into the sample with Will Smith with that line, and then the
Yeah, there you go. That's perfect.
Or not. Actually, you know what? How about what if she just goes on stage like, keep my band's name out your fucking God. You need to write this down, guys. Write this down.
Write this down, but also if you don't write this down, you can come back to the podcast episode and reference it because it's going to be out there.
I am down.
We don't need to write it down.
It's recorded, and very likely when I start putting all the promo material together for it, like part of this will be included in there because this is just funny as hell.
Yeah.
And also, and then post it to all the Chord Progression Podcast pages. Tag When We Were Hungry Fest in there. Tag I Set to Kill in there. Next thing you know, all of a sudden, I'm gonna put it in the When We Were Hungry group on Facebook. Everyone's gonna be like, "Can we fucking see this, please? Like, please."
Yeah.
I'm actually genuinely down for you. I give you full permission to use that whole like what we just talked about, her slapping me as the actual like the main clip of like, so Forever for Now wants to get slapped by the vocalist of I Set to Kill with a pancake, and wants her to pull a Will Smith. Keep my band's name out your fucking
Out your bucket.
Start going all like Will Wrong.
And there goes the flag.
Straight up. Yeah.
We were creating too much energy and laughed too much. The flag literally fell off of the wall in the background. So you guys are kicking ass.
Yes.
Sorry, I've had
we kind of have that effect. No, just we have that effect.
Sorry, we've had too much G Fuel, so
Imagine us live.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, imagine us live. The Denny sign will just slam onto the ground. I'm just gonna use that word just unironically.
Yeah.
Slam.
There's gonna be a lot of slamming going on. Trust me.
Oh, yeah.
During your sets, It's gonna be like, welcome to Weird Fest, the fucking grand slam of festivals, and then all of a sudden,
Oh, there you go.
Here comes a grand slam.
I know
So
what to
easy.
say now.
And if you guys are open up the fucking day, that's the perfect way to welcome to grand
Exactly.
slam,
No,
everybody.
yeah.
Perfect.
Exactly.
That is perfect.
And then you start throwing the eggs, the bacon, the pancakes out in the pit, and people are gonna catch and be like, "Ooh, yeah," because I've seen it happen before. There's one band, my friends in GFM, they were playing at Rockfest in Wisconsin, and they're always during their set they'll throw out cupcakes in the crowd like towards the end of their set. Always.
all right.
If they're at an indoor venue, it's always fake cupcakes. They don't want to like mess up the venue. But if it's outdoors though, oh, they get the cheapest, most dye colorful dye cupcakes they can find. And then for one of their sets, they told me, yeah, come up on stage and throw the cupcakes at people. Okay, this sounds like fun. Yeah, a lot of times you loft them. I decided that lofting them was not as much fun. So I started literally throwing them. I'll put it this way, you guys might not want me to throw something because I literally hit someone in the head with a cupcake. And then the next day, this guy was talking to one of the guys I was also at Rockfest with. New guy, and he was telling my friend about how some guy threw a cupcake at his head and now his hat was stained with blue icing. And it was basically like, I want to meet the guy who did this. I want to have a word with him. My friend's like, hey, Kevin, this is the guy you hit in the head with a cupcake. I was like, I hit who in the head with a cupcake? I was excited about the guy. And the guy was just stunned with the fact of the matter was like, I was literally one person away from him and it was just like all energetic, like, what's up, dude?
It was me, yeah, it was me. This guy.
Yeah, so I mean, if we got pancakes and like syrup and whatnot, next thing you know, I mean, instead of someone getting all like dye, someone's gonna get sticky.
Yeah,
that's that's a bad way to say it. I'm pretty sure someone's gonna take that out of context. Oh my god, he's getting people sticky.
He's gonna get that sticky icky, you know.
Sorry to all the scene kids in the crowd that styled up, but you're gonna be drenched in syrup and bacon and egg grease. Oh god, that's not even more disgusting.
That sounds like a perfect morning.
That
honestly.
sounds like
perfect morning.
But here's the thing: by the end of the night, we're all gonna be like probably like beat up from the pits. We're going to be just like drenched in like syrup. We're going to be all sticky and whatnot. And then at the end of the night, we're all going to be arm in arm together just singing, and tonight will be over again. And it's going to be the most magical thing ever.
Night to remember, right?
Well, why is that so accurate?
Why is it so
It's
nice?
extremely accurate.
So amazing.
That would be amazing. Joseph, you have to grow out your hair now and like be like.
I'm just get a wig if anything.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you can rock the emo look better than me. So
Stop.
There's a little backstory too about what we just talked about. So
if you guys want to go into the backstory, I'm all ears, man.
Are you okay with it? Okay. So,
we're still going back. You already mentioned it. You already said something.
Okay. So, long story short, I woke up this morning pretty exhausted, but also I didn't realize that I am like intensely high on caffeine right now. Because I had pre-workout and I had two cups. This is my third bottle of G Fuel.
Oh, sure.
And what?
G Fuel.
G Fuel.
Sponsor us.
G Fuel.
Sponsor us, by the way. Yeah.
Sponsor us. And plus too, hey, really quick too, even in the celebration ad, I poured a whole freaking tub of G Fuel into my thing with my curly hair and I skated. I almost died while skating. So G Fuel.
It's a die for.
It's a die for.
Good.
Yeah. For now.
Oh my god.
Anyway, back
to the story, guys.
Okay, anyway,
Thanks for watching,
okay.
guys.
Okay, so back to
Thanks for watching.
That's it. We're done.
Damn.
Stop. Okay. So back to the backstory. So this morning I'm just like, up on caffeine. And I'm just like, here because I have like pictures of pretty much the whole band of like them when we were young. And, so when they were So anyways, I had pictures of them, and I'm pretty sure they're still wondering how the hell do I still have these pictures. I have my sources. Anyways, so I just went on a spree on my Instagram, like, you know what? Because there's a trend on TikTok, like, I'm a teenage dirtbag. It clicked to me, like, why did I not use that song? But anyway, so I'm just like, I use a picture of Ryan of like him looking so disappointed, like a recent picture, and like these pictures of him when he was like 16 to a freaking a newer soundbite on TikTok that is kind of bad, but it's not like okay.
Which one is it? I don't even remember.
Oh, okay. Well, the one I was on was there's a dude on Reddit who revealed like his sex life was like bad. Because he made a playlist for his ex like for 2 years. They've been having sex for 2 years to this one really terrible song. Well, it's not really that bad of a song, but it's just weird to have sex to. The song is called Seabat by Hudson Mohawk or something like that. But the song kind of sounds like a and like, wait, how are you having sex to like the beat? Yeah. But anyway, so it's an ongoing song now, and it's been stuck in my head. And anyway, so I just use that as a background song for him, and he was like, "What?" Well,
I messaged him and I was like, "I hate you."
I hate you. So with Joseph, I found like all these. So I'm gonna be real here. Oh, this guy, when he was hella emo, looked a million times better than I ever fucking did. And still to this day, he looks like hotter than me, and I'm a little petty about it. And I'm here was like, these pictures are nice. And then next thing you know, I have a recent picture of him with all these like hardcore like emo spiked hair pics of him. And the song playing in the background is "Tonight will be the night I will fuck." Like, if you're listening to this, I'm so sorry, but like, it's a beautiful song, but it's such a meme. But like,
it's such a great meme. Like, it's so good. Meme. It's so good.
We're probably just gonna unironically just sing it on stage just casually. But anyways,
we love you.
Yeah, we love you. We do love you. But yeah, so I did that. And then literally, Joseph messaged me, "I'm gonna beat your ass tonight."
Yeah.
And then Ryan's like, "Okay, we gotta have a few pictures of Jared." I'm like, "No, I'm gonna expose myself because I have a lot of bad pictures." And I pretty much just roasted myself for like with like 3 different I pretty much posted over like 15 different pics of me when I was younger, and then I was like. And I had another picture of Joseph in a fedora, and Ryan would
don't judge me.
Hey, he rocked the fedora so well. And then
I didn't know any better, guys. Leave me alone. I was young. I was dumb.
I was young and dumb.
Okay, leave me alone.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, and another picture of Ryan, and then I'm just like, all right, I'm done with this. And then I posted another picture of me. I'm like, okay, guys. I'm done with this stupid behavior. Next picture over is a picture of Ryan after he slapped my ass back in 2016. And it was him going, and
it looks so ugly. I hate it. It's like the cokehead Ryan or something. Like that's what I say. It looks like it looks so ugly. It's just so bad. But like, I mean, I never did that at that time. I was like 16. You're making it worse. But it looks funny. You're making it worse. Funny. It was just funny.
You know, there's a saying called "We kiss the homies goodnight," and we're homies, okay?
Oh. Yeah.
And every single time you say goodbye to your homie, you're always like doing this. I'm like, hey, if y'all were actually homies, y'all would kiss each other on the lips, right?
Oh my god.
And still to this day, they won't do that with me, and I'm so sorry about it.
But why would you guys do that with them, man? I mean, you guys are homies. Come on.
Let's go, dude. I had one suggestion, just tell me.
This is still being aired, man. Shit.
I'm cool with it.
Oh my god, this is one of the greatest podcasts.
Dude, all the bands you're gonna listen to, like, Forever for Now is a very interesting band.
They're on here.
Yeah, they're on this, and then they're gonna listen to our music, and you're like,
wow,
who hurt these guys?
Yeah, literally.
Well, that's why I made the comparison with you guys and like the stuff that like Avoid does earlier, just because this is the best way to describe it, is with all these stories, all these fucked up stories that are making me lose my fucking shit. I'm laughing once every like 2-3 minutes. My head's like on the fucking table, just like, how the hell am I supposed to keep it together right now? But that's kind of what's happening. But it's just the fact of the matter is, you guys are unequivocally, you guys just like enjoy being the ridiculous side of yourselves and are not holding it back to the point where I take a look at kind of like the bands that are just doing that and just having fun, trying to bring fun back to like that rock, metalcore scene, to the scene as well. And those are the ones where it's like, man, people love going to see him play live. People love listening because it's just, it's not as like, oh, this is so serious, girl. No, it's like, we're having fun doing this stuff. Like, this is fantastic.
Exactly.
We don't want to think about all the serious stuff all the time. Like, we want to have some fun. And if we got to hear a song that's about like, you know, just working out in the gym, you know, I want to feel it day and night.
Oh,
yeah, or
I wanna pop it better. Oh, that's such a good song.
It really is.
Yeah, but it's like I take a look at bands like Avoid, like Electric Callboy, and it's just those guys just are having fun with what they're doing. They know that they can be ridiculous as all hell, but they're just being themselves and they're just having a blast doing it. And that energy is infectious. That energy draws people in. And just like, I'm like, from before this podcast, I'm like, I can't really find much on you guys. I don't know what to expect. And now I'm just thinking like, oh my God, this is another one of those bands that just is loving to have fun. They're just enjoying themselves unequivocally, just don't care about trying to be someone else that they're not. Just having a blast, and this is something that anybody could just be like, holy shit, we want to get into this based off of that. Like, my God, this is like, I mean, this is one of the best podcasts ever, guys. Like, this is fucking ridiculous.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Fun fact, this is actually our first podcast ever.
Yeah.
And it's already like, I can't wait to re-listen to this.
Right, yes.
And just like, be like, wow.
What the fuck?
Like, why we say that?
Why we say that? That's us.
So this is the first time the band's computer crashed when we were shooting this. Because the hype is too real! Let's go again.
I am so sorry. Our PC crashed.
It was just too hype. It was just too much hype. I'm sorry. We're sorry.
We had way too much hype for this one fucking episode that your PC literally fucking crashed. Best part about it was I have not stopped recording, so I can splice this all together, and I will splice all together because that's just like the hype was so real. Their PC crashed. Boom. Done. And then all of a sudden it's gonna cut back, guys. I'm so sorry, man. My PC crashed from the hype. That's what happened.
Literally. Man, dude, I'm just here just like, okay, well, I don't know if the last thing I said was on it, but I just pretty much, after all your life, I was like, where the fuck is my kid?
No. That's a little meme. That's an inside meme. That's a little meme. Our producer and stuff.
Well, you guys just killing it with the whole entire, just like, again, being yourself, the whole entire, just like memeing it and all that shit and just having a blast with it. To the point where, you know, people are able to get into you guys as a band, as a group a lot more. And it opens up everyone to be more like, okay, you know, even if we haven't heard their music yet, we see all the crazy shit they're doing. We just see they're having so much fun. We see people responding to it. Like, we got to go check this out because, hell, this just sounds like too much fun to pass up. Like, we can't miss out on this.
Yeah.
No,
exactly.
Of course.
Actually, just curious, because before you, what's it called? You mentioned that you heard our music. What was the first song you heard by us? Just curious.
So the first one I listened to was Overthrown.
Oh,
nice.
Okay, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So, like, because now I kind of want to jump into your music a little bit, just so that, you know, we've talked about all the absolute crazy shit around when we were hungry, all the crazy shit around you guys, and just losing our fucking crap to the point where the hype was so real, your guys' computer crashed.
Yeah.
Which is hysterical, by the way. But then I was like, okay, you know, perfect time to go into your music to get everyone, you know, a little taste of it, because I said, you know, there's going to be a throwdown with me with a Grand Slam in the fucking pit. It's going to happen. We're going to have a blast with it. But the whole entire key behind it is that I'm taking a look at it as, once I listen to Overthrown, I'm just like, okay, I was not fully expecting something like this. But holy shit, am I just like picking up vibes from, and I'm put it this way, I'm picking up vibes from the styles of like, and the sounds, like, I'm picking up vibe from Fit for a King right here. Like, full on Fit for a King.
That's the song. Oh my god.
And the crazy thing too is like listening to Overturned, like I'm listening to like listen to the verse and listen to the breakdown, listen to the bridge. I'm like, this is like so much like giving me like, I'm feeling like, you know, this is like what it feels like to listen to Fit for a King, especially the heavier stuff, especially stuff before the Path, because the Path is kind of got its own little thing. But then I listen to the chorus, I'm like, this feels like this chorus could be literally like, feels like something like from the Path, but like it blends in so well with the overall arching theme of the song, with the overall flow of the song. I'm like, my God. I know Fit for a King went on tour earlier this year. They went with Silent Planet, Hollow Front, and Avoid. I'm like, could they have added you guys to that fucking list? Because that would have been one hell of a fucking banger of a show. My God.
Ideas, please.
Guys, the hype was still too real. We crashed their computer a second time. Don't worry, this is the last time it happens. They went to their phone because it's like, we got to make sure we finish this. The hype is too real for this band. The hype is too real. Let's keep it going. Well, guys, all of a sudden we start talking about, you know, me feeling like, you know, I'm feeling the vibes of Fit for a King while listening to Overthrown, and the hype got so real again, we had to abandon you guys using your PC to go to your phone just to make sure that we could get through this. So
yeah. Sorry.
I've never had a band have this much hype to the point where we've crashed their PC. So this is something like awesome right now in its own route. Like, this is fucking insane.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh, is the audio good, by the way? Hopefully it's not too shitty.
It's pretty fucking clear. I'm not gonna lie, for the transition from like your
we should have just done this from the very beginning. Well, sorry for people like, damn, they have shitty audio. Damn, their audio got better. So
it pretty much matches with the same. So we're looking pretty fine here.
Okay, even better. But it's funny that you mentioned it, because I was actually about to say, like, it's funny because when we were listening to it, I remember we were like, we should write something more like aggressive, like Fit for a King. And I was like, and I guess for you to say that is kind of a tearjerker for me, because I'm like, wow, I actually accomplished, like, people are, I guess for you to say that, I'm like, wow, it actually does, you know? And I saw me just going crazy. And when you said, oh, like, we should have hopped on the tour or something with them, because fun fact, because when they came to San Antonio, I remember asking the promoter, can we open up for them? But then the promoter left us on red and didn't put us on, and we're like, damn.
Yeah.
That hurt us.
It'd be like that.
And then we see the band that was there, and we're like,
"Whip."
No, just kidding. I don't even remember what band it was, but it was
Hollow Front, you dipshit.
Oh, okay.
I'm just kidding. Well, I'm here being stupid.
Hollow Front was on the package. Avoid was the one that opened up that show. I don't know who your local opener was, but like, I couldn't just think about this. You guys as the local opener, with your energy and with your absolute fucking like craziness of like ideas on top of your sound, I've been like, okay, now Avoid would have gone and been like, we got some fucking competition right now. And then all of a sudden Avoid would have gone on, and then there would have been Hollow Front sitting there. We got to follow up both of those.
Yeah. Void's
What?
good, though.
So is Hollow Front. Hollow Front is great.
I'll say and then afterwards, you would have guys that would have had Garrett from Silent Planets in the back just going. I'm gonna have to follow that up directly, but I still gotta follow that up. So if there had been some like rafters or anything that were in the venue in San Antonio, he would have been like, "Oh, I know how I'm gonna top all that. We're climbing on shit today, boys."
Yes. Oh yeah, Ryan would have to pull a reel from Crystal Lake because we love we love Crystal Lake, and the past few times we've seen them live, Rio, I think the last show we saw them at, Rio was climbing, because the venue was small, and he was climbing on these rafters, like kind of like monkey bars, swinging on them, and about to do like a flip into the crowd. I'm like, oh my god, he's actually gonna do it. I'm just like, Brian, you should do that. Like, if we ever play at the same venue, but thing is, we just gotta make sure there's people like we gotta make sure people are just down to be like, is he gonna jump?
Let me catch him.
Yeah.
Is he gonna jump? Is he gonna fall? Are we gonna have to catch him? But holy shit! And also I'm thinking about, like, if you guys got a chance to play with like Crystal Lake as like an opener, my god, like, and with the kind of style that Rio goes with, shit, that'd be a show I'm like, fucking A, I don't even care if it's in San Antonio. I might have to all of a sudden, yep, that's going to be a nice little plane ride down to San Antonio and have to go and see that live because that just sounds like a fucking great time.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I think, oh my God, now I'm just thinking about like, that would be fucking nuts if we ever get to open up for, I'm going to say right now, Brian, you have to, if that ever happens, we got to be like Rio. Come scream with us on this one part of the song.
Oh yeah.
Just scream with us in this one breakdown.
Notice us.
Yeah, Rio, please notice us.
Wherever you may be.
We miss Crystal Lake. We're Sims for Crystal Lake. So. Yeah. Oh man, but I guess that's another thing I wanted to ask too. So is it just Overthrown you heard, or like have you like heard like our other stuff?
I listened to the other single you guys put out this year along with the one you did last year, but like I always end up going like really deep in at least one track. And because Overthrown was the first one I listened to, I'm like I went as deep as possible in Overthrown. Like I've got like 3 pages of notes on the whole entire song just going through. Like I was not gonna skimp on that. So when it comes to like my mind remembering everything, I'm like, yeah, I remember Overthrown very, very well. So that was the one that stuck on my head, especially because when I was listening, I got that full-on Fit for a King vibe. I'm like,
hell yeah. That's so cool.
That's amazing. It's funny that you say you have like pages on Overthrown, because if people want to know like what this, it's a deeper meaning of what the song's about. But what inspired the song is Ryan being pissed off at his ex Chipotle boss.
Really?
Yeah. If you're watching this, hey, but no. I'm scared. No, it's so funny because like now I kind of am good friends with him, and it's funny because he does not know. He does not know that it's kind of about him. But it's cool because we're good friends, and yeah, you know. There's a song out there by him.
Wait, did he go to our Battle of the Bands, or
he did not?
Okay.
He actually did not.
Okay,
but it's okay.
It's all okay. It's all okay. It's okay.
Well, shoot, I'll say because I like I said, I go out deep into the song, and the first thing I always try and find out is the meaning of the song. And if it was about your ex Chipotle boss who is now your friend, I think I might have missed the mark a little bit on this one. I might have missed it a little bit.
Yeah.
Well,
it's a multiple meaning type song.
Yeah, open interpretation.
It's an open interpretation. However you may.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
Why don't you say it? You say it.
Say what?
Your question.
What's your take on it?
Yeah. What do you think it is?
Okay, let me turn my head here because I've got it written down. I thought. I'm going to read exactly what I wrote. I thought the meaning is about fighting yourself and defeating yourself, but the person that you are fighting is not your inner self, because that's the person that wants to win and break free. The person you are fighting is the person you are on the outside that is masking and cover up what is truly on the inside of yourself. That person on the outside has changed around and conforms to the ideals of others and to the pressures of outside forces to be something you are not, say things you don't want, believe things you don't feel are right. It is a fight to take that conformed self and beat them down in order for you, like the actual you inside, to break free.
Okay.
That sounds so much. That sounds so much better than what we were initially going to say.
Yeah, but that's exactly
it.
Let me write this down. No.
You said that, and there's my Chipotle boss.
In a way, it kind of is that. Yeah. In that kind of standpoint, it like now I'm like really thinking about it. It kind of is.
Because when we were writing it, I mean, we definitely were. Well, at least me. When I was writing it, I definitely was trying to get a good understanding of how I felt at that time, because I was angry, you know, like, but it was also more of like trying to figure out like where I am, what I'm battling, and stuff like that. So. Basically, what you said, that's really on point as to what, like, how I was feeling at the time. And, you know, every time I would come to record this, you know, I was a little bit triggered because of my boss. So I would use that energy to portray it into the song. So you know, it's not wrong. You're not wrong. And you know, we're definitely, when we wrote it, we definitely were trying to get on that aggressive, heavier side. So, you know, that is a really good interpretation of how, you know, we wanted to make that song. So for me, to know that that's how you see it, I mean, that kind of makes me happy knowing that, because like that's dope. Like that's how I felt at the time. So, oh yeah, I love that.
Thank you.
Thank you. And we're gonna use a little bit of that. No.
Oh, use it as much as you want. That's what it's all for. Like you said, music is open to interpretation. I mean, there's other songs that we both, or all four of us, probably listen to, whether it could be from Crystal Lake, whether it could be from Fit for a King, whether it could be from, let's see, Silent Planet, could be from, I'm trying to think, could be from like August Burns Red, where all of a sudden we listen to these songs and when we think about the meaning, like our meanings could be a little bit different in a way, but the emotion and the base behind, like the base of that meaning is always going to be the same, because we feel that emotion, but how we see it is going to end up being different based off the experience that we go through in life. So that's how it all takes into a different meaning. And the way you guys wrote songs, especially writing the lyrics, it's metaphorical enough to the point where it's like you guys have a certain aspect around there where like the guiding emotion, the guiding ideal behind the song and the meaning of the message is there. But what you guys have gone through personally, what I've gone through personally in life, is going to be completely different between all four of us. So that is going to influence how we see the song, because we're seeing it and we're going to end up putting our own experiences into it, because it's tied to emotion. We feel that emotion, we relate it to our experiences to better understand it. And that's how everything kind of stays within the realm of the same like meaning. But when you get down to the specifics, that's how everything ends up breaking off. But we still all can connect on that same emotional core.
Exactly.
Exactly. I can't agree more with that.
Should be a music philosophy professor.
You should be. Now. You really should be. Like you have the voice, and you actually do have the voice, and you have the look of it. It's like, damn,
yeah, me cry, dude.
Sorry,
is Harvard accepting any applications at this point, though?
I don't know. I might have to do it. I mean, but the funny thing too is, like, I didn't go to college. I studied economics, probably as far away from music in any capacity. And now look at what I'm doing here.
Yeah, there you go. You're doing great.
Oh, absolutely. Like, I love doing this shit. This is what makes me happy. So I was like, and I use the economic side of it to grow it. That's basically it. I found what I love. And that, similar to like what you guys have done too. It's like you guys found what you love with this stuff. You're rolling with it. You're taking chances. You're taking chances on yourself to really make sure that you have a chance for this band to grow and thrive. And hell, you did the When We Were Hungry Battle of the Bands. You won. And now you've got a chance to really not only play in front of a larger crowd consistently, but also get your music heard by other people, other bands, and have other bands and other artists and other people in the industry see you guys perform during that set and see all of a sudden and be like, holy shit, we have found something here, my friends.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's the plan.
That's the goal. Yeah.
That's the goal. That's the goal for sure.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean, especially once when you guys see our crazy, our insane set with our surprises.
That's gonna be fun for sure.
So let me ask you guys one more thing before we bring this to a close. So again, taking a look at what you guys have done this year. You guys released Overthrown, and the other one I believe it was, If You Think This Has a Happy Ending, You Haven't Been Paying Attention. I think that was the other song, correct?
Yep.
Yes.
I saw that name. I'm like, this is so 2009. I fucking love it.
Dude, yes.
So you got from 2022. You got those two songs out. You took a chance on the We're Hungry Battle of the Bands. You had the most wacky, fucked up, like DIY Denny's promotional video, which is hysterical because it fits your personality and it fits the whole entire style of the festival. You win the Battle of the Bands, and now you're playing We Were Hungry. So how are you going to take this momentum? How are you going to take this overall just drive, honestly, to continue to not only grow you guys as a band, but also grow, the following for the band, not only through the rest of the year with When We Were Hungry, but also going forward, because you guys have a huge legitimate your energy is infectious. Your mindset is fucking insane, and I love it. So how do we, the question is, how are you guys going to take this and get more people to realize it and get more on board with Forever for Now in the next rest of 2022 and going into 2023?
Ooh, who wants to answer that?
That's a really good question. I'll try and answer this. All right. I mean, I think what we've got going so far, I mean, for sure, definitely personality-wise, we don't want to hide that because we aren't like, at the end of the day, like we do try and make everything as professional as possible as far as like how we promote ourselves, how we do things. Like we're trying to really push our sound out there to bring back that nostalgic, like 2000, 2009, whatever vibe that we bring. And I think that Jared did a good job with all these songs, and me being able to bring in that energy and not only bring that heaviness, but when you get to see how we are live, like that's kind of how we are in person, like that's our energy. We are who we are. Like we love to make people laugh. Like we love to bring that positive energy because, we love heavy music. We love heavy music. So, but we're also like we're also sometimes clowns. Like we like to make people laugh and we like to have fun. So
especially Joseph.
Oh yeah, like when he's not quiet, he's fucking hilarious.
Well, okay, so really quick, there's a guitar playthrough that we recorded, and in the end of it, we have a snippet of these two guys just back and forth arguing of like, no, this angle's right. Oh, he doesn't understand my perfection, and then literally, like, and then next thing you know, and of course, we're doing push-ups, and then just like, all right, Jared, you got 50, and Chris, you're only at 2, and then literally at the end. My nose, for some reason, in this one playthrough, it was itchy. And then literally, at the end, we're just like, all right, we did that. And then Joseph here goes, ah! And then, like, man, my nose was itchy this whole entire time. Fuck. And Joseph, what did you fucking say after that?
It's got crabs.
Oh, yeah. That's not crabs. Okay. Anyways,
so yeah, like that's how we are. We try and make things as professional as it possibly can, but we're also going to give you that twist of this is why you guys should listen to us, because we're gonna we're performers. We want to make sure that you're not gonna just be like headbanging and getting down. We want to make sure we're gonna make you laugh too. We want to we're entertainers. We want to have fun. So like for whatever's gonna come to like 2022 and towards the end of 2022 and 2023, like we do got more stuff coming, which is gonna be really, really good.
Big things coming.
But not only that, more laughs, more fun. There's definitely going to be a lot more shows that we're going to be on, and we're definitely going to try and bring a lot of this energy that you see here into our performance, because we want to make people we definitely want to make people come back. We don't want to keep the same thing. We want to bring different vibes to every show, and we want people to have fun. So
we also want to keep you guys on your like in the edge of your I guess the edge of your toes, I guess, or edge of your seat. Edge of your seat. Because
okay, let me get there already.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's because like every show that we played, like yes, we have like similar set lists, but we always have like different like intros or weird surprises.
Yeah.
Like I'm actually going to release a video of our live set, the Battle of the Bands. But our intro is literally a song by this guy named Jake Hill, and the song is called "Just Keep Riding Me," and it's just literally the most beautiful song ever, but so stupidly catchy. And it's like, and we use that as as an intro for a while, and people get so like off guard when they see like they'll be like, oh, it's Forever for Now. Oh, we've heard their music. And I remember like one of the bigger shows we played, I remember seeing people's faces. They're just like, did we just hear that right?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, yeah, you heard it right. Yeah, you definitely did. And then next, what the fuck is up, San Antonio? Get fucking close. And because we like to give off like a not like I guess we like to have different vibes, but we just want people to like just be like, okay, I want to see what's next, what these guys got in their next. Yeah, we like suspense, and you know,
build it up for sure.
Yeah, we build it up a lot. Like, you know, you may never know like what our next soundbite could be, or what our next intro could be.
Honestly.
Or like,
we got a lot, so
we
cannot miss it.
Yeah,
we
and
got a lot.
There will definitely be surprises at when we were hungry, and I honestly can't wait to see the crowd and you specifically, especially after what we've been talking about, like seeing like how things are gonna go. And hey, if the singer of I Set to Kill comes out and slaps me with a pancake, that'll definitely make it even so much better. Like
keep my pants out your fucking mouth.
Yeah.
Actually, have you heard if you think this has a happy ending or no?
I've heard it once, but it's just not. I just can't remember it right now. My brain's been too fogged up with other music and my full-time job. So
it's all good. It's just thinking about it. I'm just like, dang, that's like a very like the most angriest song we ever wrote.
That's a pretty aggressive song. So whenever you get a chance, you know, re-listen to it.
And know this, we all pretty much wrote it when we all had COVID.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we were pretty much we were quarantined and isolating ourselves, and we were just like, I remember we were like in the recovering stage of it, like we're all writing it, but like we were just like, this song sounds great, yeah. And what if I just down-tuned this part right here?
Down-tuned it.
Yeah. And I remember I remember when we were trying to write the drums for Joseph. Joseph was just here, just like, how am I going to do this live? and more like how am I going to do this? Like, because while we're writing it, how am I going to do this? Like while like in recording? Because and here he comes out pulling blast beats and stuff, you know. Yeah. And I'm like, yes,
beautiful,
better, perfect. And hey, if I'm gonna say right now, if we have time at the festival, and if Forever for Now gets 1,000 followers, I'm gonna say this right now. I will go on stage with curly hair, I will skateboard on stage too with the curly hair. Be like, what the fuck is up, Vegas? I will do it if we get 1,000 followers. And Joseph will also have a drum solo.
All right,
because this guy can drum.
Fucking solo, yes.
Yeah,
he can.
And give yourself some credit, man. Okay.
I didn't say anything. Anyway,
yeah. Anyways, that's just us rambling.
I hope that answers your question.
It does answer my question with the fact that you guys are just ridiculous humans, and there's always gonna be surprise around the corner, and you're gonna take your work seriously, but you're not gonna take yourself seriously at the same time. Couple of things before I close out. One is now with like what you talk about with like your different intros, I'm expecting 2 different types of intros from you guys at some point. One is I'm expecting Ryan to come out there kind of dressed like he is there with someone dressed in a robot suit made out of cardboard and just walking around out there, and all of a sudden you play the South Park thing, hey, haven't if you heard about my robot friend. Or you guys are going to get all in like, you know, like karate gear, and all of a sudden you're going to come out to, you know, the song they did with the boys when they had the ninja weapons, the hey, let's go. Up there, protect my balls. You know, people would get into that shit like it's nuts.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
You're giving some ideas. So.
Giving us some ideas, and that's what I love to do. Another thing when it comes to like the social media side of things, because like I love your guys' energy, I love your craziness, and I love the fact that again you're taking your work seriously, but you're not taking yourself too seriously. I'm gonna give you guys 2 bands that I want to like. I think you guys should potentially like just take a look at, but I'll kind of see what they're doing because they take that embodiment of they take their work seriously, but they don't take themselves too seriously. And just to kind of give you some inspiration on like just kind of how to pull that off, and then 2 people to actually talk to at When We Were Hungry Fest because they all do it in a similar way as well. So I've talked about them already, gotta go follow Avoid. Avoid is hysterical with what they do. So the other one is they're a metalcore band from Australia called Patient 67.
Oh, Patient 67.
Yeah. Make sure you go.
hilarious.
Yeah,
like especially their TikToks too. It's hilarious.
Their lead singer Tom on Twitter is hilarious. And like, I'm pretty sure 50% of the people are following him because of page 67. The other people are just following because they just want to see pictures of his cat Tiffany. That's it.
There you go.
And it's true. They made a whole entire like death metal T-shirt with like the logo page 67, and the logo on there was just a picture of Tiffany. That was
you gotta get your dog on that.
Yeah, there you go. But then at When We Were Hungry, if you get a chance, of course, talk to Will from Modern Day Escape if you get a chance, because like again, this festival got memed into existence.
Honestly,
if you get a chance, like talk for like 5 minutes just to kind of see kind of what he did and how he did. The other person I would say talk to is Tyler Small from the band Saving Vice. They're playing on the first day.
Oh, Saving Vice. Saving Vice was the other band. That was another band. Okay. Yeah, because when you say, "Oh, what band you're excited to see?" Saving Vice was definitely the other band, but it went out of our heads. I guess it was because of the fact of we're not gonna get into what I talked about.
There's so many bands on there.
Yeah.
So many bands. Yeah.
The reason I say Tyler from Saving Vice is because like he's also kind of got that feel, but a little bit more on like the business side of things. And I know they have a social media manager. I know their social media manager. I've had her on the podcast for. I've seen multiple shows with her because she's like lives an hour away from me. And it's just like kind of like if there's like a potential like, hey, you know, if you guys are looking for someone, like maybe get connected with her because it kind of adds more to that business side of things, but also still basically you guys are going to be able to free flow and do whatever the hell you feel like in terms of like the style of content you create, because you guys, again, that Denny's video fucking was fantastic. Like that kind of stuff. Like it reminds me so much of a lot of these like other bands that are like really doing well on social media because they're just having fun. That's it. Like they're just enjoying themselves, and that energy is infectious, man. Like you gotta take part of it. So that's kind of like a couple of my suggestions for you guys.
Oh yeah, definitely. When We Were Hungry, I definitely can't wait to meet these guys.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's true, but I heard a rumor that that apparently some of the bands on the festival saw the ad. So like if they did, I would be like, oh, lovely. Yeah, totally.
If I remember correctly, I think why they saw the ad was because after you guys had won the Battle of the Bands in the When We Were Hungry group on Facebook, I think Mal had posted like, you know, congratulations to the winner of the Battle of the Bands, and had you guys in there, and then had posted like some stuff from like, you know, from the Battle of the Bands stuff. But I think she also posted the video. So I think that's how some of the bands actually got to go and see it already. And it just like, again, it embodies the whole entire spirit of the festival. So it's just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, so in those bands' minds, you've already got this kind of rapport going already.
Ooh.
Nice.
We had a big spot to fill, so
yeah, definitely. We'll set the mood.
We got it, for sure.
People are gonna be really excited, and we're gonna set a whole insane mood for people. Sure. Like not only are gonna be laughing, but people are gonna be moshing and killing each other with 69 grand slam orders.
Oh yeah.
It's in Vegas, man,
Might as well.
It's a Vegas Grand Slam, baby. Ooh, yeah.
It's gonna be a grand slam.
Oh, it's gonna be grand, and we're gonna be slamming.
Oh yeah.
Perfect. Well, gentlemen, as we bring this podcast to conclusion, one thing I always like to do is for my guests is give them a chance to say whatever they want to say, plug whatever they want to plug, promote whatever they want to promote at the end of the podcast. So, guys, the floor is yours right now.
Go first, Ryan.
If you haven't already, just keep listening to our stuff. We follow us all on Instagram, Facebook. No, I don't think Twitter, but Instagram, Facebook, and come check out our latest single, Overturned. And if you think this has a happy ending, then you haven't been paying attention. And thank you for having us, man. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely. It really means a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you want to say something, Joseph?
Everything he said, but in my voice.
Yes.
I guess it comes down to it. It's a huge honor that we're doing this. We're actually, I still sometimes wake up realize, oh wow, this is actually happening. It really means a lot. I think the fans that came out at the Battle of the Bands, and dealt with our, quirky side and, got down with us. For anyone that's listening that's going to the festival, like what Ryan said, and my voice as well, and and also be aware of the surprises. And all I can say is that depending on the weather, just be ready to get very sticky. Let's just say, and
so weird to say.
Yeah, definitely. And we are working on new material, and if anyone is listening to this that's in San Antonio, we are playing a show in December. We can't disclose it just yet, who we're opening up with, because it's actually a pretty big surprise. And once when that surprise comes out, we'll definitely showcase that.
For sure.
And all I can say is that it's a band that we are playing with at When We Were Hungry. So yeah. So if anyone's in San Antonio, just come out on December 10th at the 800 Live, and you'll definitely see us. And maybe we'll do even some more crazier things. And if you think that has a happy ending, you haven't been paying attention.
Oh. Well done, sir. Well done. But now it's time for me to close out this podcast with 3 very specific things. So first off, yes, we have Forever for Now right here. They told you all the crazy shit they got going on, all the crazy shit to expect when we were hungry, and where you can go find them online. So you're going to want to find these guys online. When I said, if you follow Avoid, if you love Avoid like that, online, if you love Page 67 like that online, you're going to want to follow along with these guys. Trust me, that means you are going to have to follow along with these guys. So instead of actually having to search all this shit up yourself from, Facebook, Instagram, of course, TikTok, so we can see the curly hair when he hits 1 million followers, where you can, stream all their music and whatnot, where you can make sure you stay in touch with the band. Yeah, instead of having to look up all that information for yourself and have to do that, let me do all the work for you. So go to the description of the podcast, say Find Forever for Now online. Links will be there. Labels for everything will be there. It's a one-click, one-stop shop type thing. I'm doing all the hard work for you guys. Come on. The least you can do is follow along with this band after I did all that hard work. Come on. Please. For me. Please. For these guys. Please. Please. Please.
Please.
Please. Yeah.
Thank you.
We'll ooh for you guys if we have to. we love anime, and yeah.
Perfect. Now it's time for number 2, guys. So I knew from the get-go that this was exactly going to happen. So number 2 is usually when I have guests on the podcast. Typically when I have guests on the podcast, I enjoy having the podcast. I tend to make a certain promise. This promise has been hit every single time, and within the first 2 seconds, I'm like, okay, yep, this is gonna be hit, no doubt in my fucking mind, and it has. So typically, it starts out with a promise of me saying when, because it implies it's gonna happen, but date and time is to be determined. But when you guys are playing at We Were Hungry Festival, now I have a date and time. So at When We Were Hungry Festival, I'm gonna get a chance to do this. So my promise to you guys is this is a way to say thank you for being on the podcast, and I want to continue to support the band and everything. So as a thank you, guys, my promise to you is this. First round's on me.
We love it. Yeah.
Thank you.
And really quick too, we'll give you a Grand Slam on us.
On us.
And just literally DM us what exactly you want. And if you want something extra, well, even if it costs $69 on the Grand Slam. Or 69 orders of the Grand Slam. We'll make that happen for you.
Oh my God. I'm gonna end up blowing up like that one guy in the Monty Python movie. Just that's gonna be it for me, guys. But perfect. I mean, I'll just take the original Grand Slam. I mean, we gotta keep it original. We gotta keep it regular. We gotta keep it good.
How do you like your eggs?
How do you like your eggs? Fried or fertilized?
You never been asked that question like that.
Want a little over easy, a little medium, or over hard, or even better, scrambled.
See, I'm more of a scrambled kind of guy myself. So.
Sausage or bacon?
Oh my God.
We talked about bacon so much already during this podcast. What else do you think I'd go with? Bacon.
Right.
He's not wrong.
Shut up, Barrett.
Okay, both.
Okay, both. And now, guys, for number 3, as we bring this podcast to a close, I cannot end this by saying goodbye because 1, I will be seeing you perform live. 2, I got to make good on my promise. And 3, guys, let me follow along with you guys. I want to bring you back on the podcast. I want to do this again in the future, man. This is so much fun. We got to do this again.
Yes, please. We are so down.
So, guys, as we close this out, this cannot be goodbye. This has to be. I'll see you later.
I'll see you later.
Well, folks, I'm interview with Jared, Ryan, and Joseph from the band For Now. Once again, my God, you're going to want to follow along with this band. I mean, this band is ridiculous, nuts, fun as all hell. This band is going to be one of those bands that continues to bring fun back to the scene. So you're going to want to make sure you're following along with them on social media. You want to make sure you're listening to their music because when I said Fit for a King vibes, absolutely, that's what I fucking meant when I was talking about Overthrown. Fit for a King vibes, not sound, but like the feeling you get. Oh my God, yes. On top of that, I mean, you're not going to miss these guys when We Were Hungry Festival. Trust me on this. Is Jared going to get slapped in the face with a pancake by Alex from I Set to Kill? Is it going to happen? Are we going to make it happen? I don't know. I think we are. I think we're going to try and make it happen. You're not going to want to miss out on that. You're not going to miss out on that even if you don't make it to the festival because you know they're going to post on their social media accounts. So go and follow along with everything with Forever For Now. Links are in the description of the podcast, so go do that for us, please. Also, please remember to follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Please remember to subscribe to this podcast on YouTube or on Spotify Podcast, iHeartRadio, Amazon, or wherever you are getting your podcast. Thanks to Britain Media because they've put us a lot of different places, and I want to thank them for that because audio streaming-wise for the podcast, we are going nuts. So on top of that, let's keep this rolling. I want to make sure, if you're already subscribed to the podcast or you're just subscribed right now, a gigantic thank you goes out to you because this is what I love to do. It's my favorite thing in the world, and I do not want to stop until you guys are continuing to support this. So I want to say thank you. If you're like, my God, this is a lot of fun. I just don't feel like subscribing right now. Please reconsider. But if not, again, thank you for stopping by because you're always welcome here. Also, I want to remember to give support and thanks to our support for this podcast. Remember, Manscaped, 20% free shipping, use code CPP at checkout. And remember, we're sponsoring When We Were Hungry. So make sure you go and get those tickets before they sell out October 20th, 21st. Pancakes, Spit, Memes, and Dreams. Oh, yeah. Thank you guys for now. It's going to be a grand slam when we see you guys and we're hungry. So on that note, that's going to be it for you guys. Thank you for listening to the Chord Progression Podcast. My name is Kevin, and you guys know how I end every single one of this. Episodes with a big, healthy, and hearty. See ya! Yeah!